He heard the cry again, soft, broken, echoing from the darkness. Everyone else kept walking, but something in that voice felt familiar, painfully familiar. And when Chibuike finally turned around, he saw what no one else could: a small boy standing alone at the edge of Ukanna Forest, calling his name. Chibuike had always been known as the quiet one, a young man in the village of Umuis. He carried a heaviness no one spoke about. 2 years earlier, his little brother Obira disappeared without a trace. One moment they were playing by the stream, the next, Obira was gone. Chibuike never forgave himself. The guilt dug into him every night. Sometimes he swore he could still hear Obira's voice in his dreams, calling him, crying, begging him not to leave. But tonight was different. This voice wasn't a dream. It cut through the night like a sharp blade, trembling, wounded, real. The elders had warned the entire village. No one answers voices from Ukanna Forest after sunset. Not all voices belong to the living. Villagers walking ahead shivered and hurried away, whispering prayers. But Chibuike, he couldn't move. His chest tightened, his throat burned. The sound of that cry shook him in a way he couldn't explain. Slowly, he turned. There, right at the forest's mouth, stood a small boy in tattered clothes, tears streaking down dusty cheeks. The moonlight exposed his tiny, trembling hands. His voice cracked as he whispered the one word that shattered Chibuike's heart: brother. Chibuike froze. His legs went weak. His breath caught in his throat. It couldn't be. It shouldn't be. But every part of him recognized that face. Even the scar above the eyebrow. The same scar he caused accidentally when they were children. Obira? He whispered. The boy nodded slowly. Then he stretched out a shaking hand. Chibuike stepped forward instinctively, then stopped as the air shifted. The trees began to whisper deep, ancient voices curling through the night. And the boy's shadow didn't match his shape. A cold wave ran through Chibuike's body. He wasn't afraid of the forest spirits. He grew up hearing tales about them, but this felt personal. Like the spirits weren't trying to hurt him, but show him something. The boy turned and walked deeper into the forest. No sound, no footsteps, just silence. Chibuike followed. His mind screamed to stop, but his heart wouldn't let him. Not when it was Obira, not when he had already failed him once. The deeper he went, the louder the whispers became. Faces appeared between the trees, old spirits, some kind, some sorrowful, some watching him with ancient eyes. Then he reached the clearing. There, beside an abandoned shrine, the boy stopped. He faced Chibuike, tears falling again. Brother, he whispered, you didn't lose me. I lost you. Chibuike collapsed to his knees, sobbing. All the guilt he carried burst out of him like a broken dam. I didn't protect you, he cried. I should have been there. I should have. But the boy stepped closer, placed a tiny hand on his shoulder, and said softly, you carried the pain for both of us. It's time to let it go. His voice became faint. His outline began to fade, and the spirits began to chant gently, like a lullaby. Chibuike reached out, trembling, desperate to hold him, but his hand passed right through. Obira smiled, peaceful, glowing, and whispered one last time, I was never alone. And now, neither are you. Then he vanished. The forest went silent. The pain in Chibuike's chest lifted. For the first time in years, when he walked back into the village at dawn, the elders didn't scold him. They simply nodded. They knew what had happened. The spirits had finally healed a broken heart.